This video is for all of my people pleasers, okay? Strap in. We gotta talk. Hi, my loves. My name is Dheandra Nicolette, and on my channel, you will find everything spirituality, lifestyle, wellness, basically all of the things that I feel inclined to talk about and discuss with y'all. And today we are talking about the topic of people pleasing. People pleasing can take on a lot of different forms. It can look like agreeing to go out with friends, but you're really tired, but you kind of don't want to say no because you will feel bad if you say no. It can look like being at work and taking on work that you really do not want on your plate and cannot handle on your plate because you don't know how to say no. It can look like struggling to speak up for what you want and what you deserve because you are so afraid of rocking the boat. At the end of the day, no matter how we spin it, no matter what examples I give you, people pleasing at the core is an issue around boundaries. That's really what it is. It's you struggling to vocalize your particular boundaries. It's you struggling to vocalize your needs, your wants, your desires, your issues, because you are so afraid that if you speak up and advocate for yourself, someone will not like you. Here's the thing about life, okay? Not everyone is gonna like you. It sucks. No matter how nice you are, no matter how good your intentions, no matter how much you say yes and how much you do and how much you pour into others, there are some people that simply won't like you. There are some people that when you do vocalize your boundaries and when you do say no and when you do speak up for yourself, they're going to be a little bit confused because they want you to overpour yourself. They want you to kind of be the person that lays down their desires and wants and kind of waits on the needs of everyone else. And when you start to decide that you are no longer doing that, there are going to be people that are very upset with that. They're very upset with the fact that you are not making their lives easier. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. And as much as you want other people to feel joy, as much as you don't want to upset them, you are not responsible for their feelings. You're not responsible for them feeling a certain type of way if you can't go to the mixer or the function. You're not responsible for what needs to happen if you can't take on that work. And I know when it comes to people pleasing, it really does depend on the environment because a lot of times it can be even harder setting boundaries at work, for example, because we are maybe afraid of ruffling the boat a little too much and possibly like losing our job or upsetting our boss. When you start to stand up for yourself and when you start to actually be very vocal about your boundaries and what it is that you need and want and desire and can't do and can do, you start to set a precedent where people realize that they have to respect those boundaries. So let's talk about how to actually address your people-pleasing tendencies. So the first thing that you need to do is recognize where you need to set boundaries, okay? Because when it comes to work and relationships and family and friends and all the things, you have to realize where it is that you have been overextending yourself or possibly not speaking up for yourself, and you have to realize where you need to start setting those particular boundaries. Another good way to work through people pleasing is to use statements that allow you to circle back or get back to people. What I mean by that is if you feel really uncomfortable or you're working on learning how to say no, let's say someone invites you to something and you are just not feeling it, you don't think it's going to be your vibe, you don't want to go, you're really tired, whatever the case is, you can say something like, hey, can I think about it? I need some time, I'll let you know. And maybe later on when you find a way that you can communicate to them, whether it's through text or maybe it's through a quick voice note or a quick call, however you need to do it, however you can kind of work your courage up to do it, you can let them know that you can't make it. So another way to work through people pleasing is to learn how to use assertive communication and assertive language. Sometimes when it comes to communicating our needs and our boundaries, we struggle with the words that we use and we're not really sure what to say. So this is something that you can practice. I feel X, Y, and Z when this happens, so I would really appreciate X, Y, and Z. But allowing yourself to be very clear, right? Because at the end of the day, this isn't about being confrontational. This isn't about being angry. This isn't about trying to fight with someone. This is literally about you being able to advocate for yourself and speak up for what you need. When you stop people pleasing, you can allow yourself to live more authentically. Because at the end of the day, when you are committing to things, when you are doing certain things simply because the other person wants you to do it and you want to make them happy and not because you are actually doing it for yourself, that is not an authentic way of living. Obviously, we do certain things to make people around us happy, but a lot of times, like, you know, if you're doing something to make your mom happy or you're doing something to make your partner happy, your friend happy, you feel happy doing it for them because you see the joy it brings them. But if you're doing something to make someone else happy and it's not bringing you any joy, it's bringing you a lot of dread, it's bringing you a lot of stress, it's bringing you a lot of, you know, feelings of bitterness or anger, that is not going to serve you at the end of the day. That's not going to serve that relationship. That's not going to serve that opportunity that you have. It's just going to make you feel resentful of that person or that place. So learning how to speak up for yourself in a really assertive way, in a kind way, learning how to say no, learning how to set boundaries is so, so, so important to your journey. This is our time. This is our season for letting go of the people-pleasing behavior and allowing ourselves to stand up and advocate for what it is that we want and what it is that we deserve. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think about people-pleasing. Have you ever been a people-pleaser? Are you still a people-pleaser? Are you letting that go? I hope so. And I will chat with y'all in the next video. Send this to a friend that you think might enjoy it. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, my loves. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.